What do you do when you want to make a cool looking game but have zero artistic skills? I am making a fast-paced racing shooter game inspired of games like Road Rash, Road Redemption and also the best movie ever made, Terminator 2. And this week is all about art. The game is currently in prototype phase and I have so far only used placeholders from the asset store and simple blocks to build a proof of concept. The problem is that I'm really bad at drawing, I have almost zero experience with Blender, and on top of that, total lack of understanding of color theory. But luckily there are tons of guides and tutorials out there and anyone can learn good art, right? So where do you begin if you don't want to hire someone for the job or just buy all the assets from the asset store? Well, here are the best pro tips. Keep geometry simple. In my case, I will go for a low poly style and no texturing, only one color per face on my models. Find a color palette and stick to it. Just take one that already exists, no freestyle. Use post-processing. Post-processing is like magic and can really cover up your weaknesses. Add bloom, fog, vignette and bam, your game looks much better. Okay, so the strategy will be a combination of designing our own custom assets for the parts of the game that matters the most, and pick some assets from the asset store to speed up the process. First up is to find a reference picture for the environment. I then created some models for the road and the walls with the Unity tool Pro Builder and did a couple of variants. To mimic our reference picture, I also added a fence on our models. And palms, because everyone loves palms, and also they are in our reference picture. Okay, it's time to slap on some post-processing and make our new models shine and look as good as possible. We will of course continue to work with our game art and the biggest challenge is yet to come. Our unnamed player character, the bike, enemies and all the cool weapons that we will put into the game. But that's a topic for a later devlog. Oh, and do you want to see something depressing? Hey, no.